Hello everyone, welcome to the 180 Q&A test. Plaintiff attorney is Mr. Howard, Howard. Defense attorney is Mr. Monty, Montey. Again, plaintiff attorney Mr. Howard, Howard. Defense is Mr. Monty, Montey. Okay, we're going to start off with plaintiff attorney. Ready? How many tubs approximately would that be? Maybe 5 or 6 tubs approximately. Do you have any idea approximately how much they weighed, or do you have any idea? They were probably more than 30 pounds. Okay, and how often would you have to lift those tubs? Probably about once a month. Okay, once a month. Okay. And then would you drive, except for the months that we didn't have board meetings? If we didn't have board meetings, then we didn't need to bring in the tubs. Okay, and would you drive it somewhere? Yes, we would take it to the location where we were having the board meeting. Okay, I would unload the vehicle, put all the materials, tubs back onto the dolly, drag it into the building, take the tubs off the dolly, and then I would set up for the board meeting. And then I take it you would do the same thing by bringing it back? Yes, going back, correct. I would have to do it all over again. By then, are the tubs empty because the materials were passed out, causing it to be a lighter load? No, the board reports remained in the fold in the binders. I would just reload the tubs and go through the process all over again. You were pretty much taking the same stuff back with you? Yes, that is right. Okay, so that happened once a month? Yes, that is correct. And the rest of the time is basically doing the things that you told us about prior? Well, also with the preparing for the board, I also had to print the staff reports, which meant I'd print them from my computer and go over to the main office to get them from the Xerox machine, take them back into the conference room and lay them on the table and then start to compile. Okay, got you. But I mean, that's basically the main job, is to actually get all that ready for the staff meeting. Is that kind of what you're doing? You're getting all this information, compiling it for the once a month general meetings, board meetings? Yes, and that was for the SLC, but then the Animal Center also had board meetings. Okay, do you do the same thing for them as well? Yes, I do. And would those be once a month as well? The SLC would be once a month. The Animal Center is done quarterly. So the one that was monthly, the other one, which one was that again? I want to make sure I understand correctly. The SLC is held monthly. And then you said there was one more that was monthly? No, SLC is monthly. The Animal Center is done quarterly. The Animal Center is quarterly? Uh-huh. Is that a yes? Yes, I'm sorry. That's okay. So the other one was quarterly. And what were the duties similar? Similar, with the exception of I didn't have to carry the tubs and put them on the dollies. The binders for the SLC were put into a case, and I would take those, pull the case. So the SLC stuff went into a case? Yes, exactly. Okay, and what about the other one? Did it go into a tub or a case? SLC went into a case. The Animal Center went into a tub, and I would just carry that tub. It wasn't as many board members, so it wasn't as many folders that I'd have to carry. Just one tub, and I always carried, a briefcase, not a briefcase, but kind of like a bag to carry them in. A satchel? Something like that, yes. For all of them, you carried that? Yes, I did. And so you only carried the one tub for the Animal Center. Was that about the same weight? You'd say 30 plus pounds? Yes, something like that. And how would you carry the one case for the other agency? That went into a pull, something that I could pull. It's a carrier that you pull. Okay, like a bag on wheels? Yes, I would put it in a carrier and drag that. It has like wheels. while I would carry my other. So it has wheels, is that right? Yes, that is right. And then do you have any idea how heavy that rolling case actually was? It was more than 30 pounds. Okay, so you're doing the agency, the board meetings, compiling everything and carrying it, and then you're doing the other agency quarterly? That is correct. Now, were there any other duties that you had? Yes, I handle all of the incoming mail, answer phones, and I schedule appointments. I schedule transportation whenever anyone needs to go out of town. Gosh, there's so much that I do. I'm the liaison for these agencies. Okay, so all of the administrative type stuff, is that right? Yes, exactly. Is there anything else that you haven't mentioned? I do all of the filing as well. Okay, what do you think you did the most on a typical day? Was it mostly sitting at the computer? Were you compiling? What would you spend most of your time doing? Are we talking about from the year 2012, August of 2012? Yes, from August of 2012. Well, I'd say between August and December of 2012, I was up a lot more because I was working for the different agencies. So that required me to prepare for those board meetings, which required me to be up a lot more. Okay, so I was moving from different offices. Were you sitting down? Were you standing up? Were you moving? Yes, I was doing all of those things. Okay, and was it different prior to August of 2012? No, it was the same. It was about the same up until that day? Yes. Then what happened after August 2012? I was relieved of my duties from one of the previous agencies that I worked for. So now you're back to just doing the Animal Center and SLC? Yes, I was just focused on the two after that. Okay, and so now is that just preparing for their board meetings mostly? Doing the administrative? Were you still doing all the administrative stuff for them? Yes, I was. But you're doing it for just two instead of all three. Is that the deal? Do I understand correctly? Yes, that is right. Okay, so that substantially lightened your activity load or your workload? Yes, it did. Are there any other duties that you've had since you've been at the Animal Center and SLC that we haven't talked about here today? I don't know if they're duties, but they have been activities, yes. What is that? What would those activities be? Well, I've been moving furniture and lifting equipment. What were you moving? What was the purpose of moving the furniture and the equipment? Well, before we were working in Hoover and then we moved to Dothan. Okay, you moved locations? Yes, and so that transition required a lot of moving of equipment and furniture from time to time. When was that? I believe we moved up there. I think it was in 2005. So how long were you doing the moving? It went on periodically for about a year or so. Okay, and periodically, like was it happening daily or monthly, weekly? It's hard to say. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's okay. I know when we move here, we get they send us yellow bins and everyone fills up their own office. Were you doing just your office or were you doing the other people's as well? Do you mean in terms of moving the furniture? Yes, the furniture, the books, the paperwork, anything. It was just all of the furniture in the office. Was it just the office furniture? Was there anything else? In different parts of the office, so it wasn't just my furniture, it was everything. I see, okay. That is a heavy load for you. It was also furniture in our supply area. It was furniture in our conference room. It was furniture in the main area. It was everything. They didn't have moving people come and lift them. Well, when they would move it from one office space to another, yes. Okay. We have a word list. We've got SLC, capital S, capital L, capital C, no periods, no spaces, just all caps. Animal Center, capital ANIMAL. Center, capital CENTER. Hoover, capital HOOVER. Dothan, capital DOTHAN. And then they also refer to the Xerox machine. So Xerox is capitalized. Capital Xerox. Machine is lowercase. Okay. All right. Good luck. Have a great day.